Many teenagers will remember the struggles of having acne. While some have the luxury of overcoming those awkward teenage years, others are born with skin conditions that often make a great impact on their lives. So in today's video, let's take a look at people born with the most unbelievable skin conditions and how they choose to live their life to the fullest, despite some of the challenges their disorders have caused. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like on this video. Also, if you would like to join this month's giveaway of a brand new iPhone 12, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment the hidden message. Good luck! Number 10. Evan Fasciano, Harlequin ichthyosis. Let's start our list with the brave 9-year-old who doesn't let his skin condition define him or his unique life. Meet Evan Fasciano, a young boy from Connecticut who was born with an extremely rare skin disorder. Known as Harlequin ichthyosis, Evan's skin grows 3 to 4 times faster than that of an average human. Even at birth, Fasciano's thick, scaly, and discolored skin was the eye-catching feature. Not only is Evan's skin extremely thick, but the 9-year-old is at constant risk of catching horrible infections and deadly pathogens. That is why the Connecticut native has a strict self-care routine, which helps him tackle his diagnosis. From taking multiple baths every day to specific creams and topical ointments, Evan has learned to cope with Harlequin ichthyosis. But despite his difficult condition, Evan is an ordinary 9-year-old boy who loves to go to school and play with his friends. Number 9. Marika Nagy, birthmarks. Most consider birthmarks to be very elegant and beautiful. It's even thought to be one of the most beautiful features a woman can have. And while some people have only 1 or 2 birthmarks, Marika Nagy was born with a lot more. Meet the 23-year-old German model, who made worldwide headlines because of her gorgeous looks and characteristic marks. Known in medical terms as congenital maniacal nevus, Marika has spots and marks across her entire body. But apart from her numerous marks, Nagy is at great risk of developing skin cancer. And so, ever since she was little, the German native has had intensive surgeries and laser operations, which have helped the model battle her rare condition. Now at 23, the model is done listening to mean comments and rude nicknames, as her birthmarks only define the best parts of her life and her colorful lifestyle. Number 8. Shardai Cousino, epidermolysis bullosa. Shardai Cousino is an ordinary 26-year-old college student who loves to spend time with her friends and attend church on the weekends. But there is one factor that makes Shardai special: her blistering skin. Nicknamed butterfly skin, Cousino was born with a rare condition called epidermolysis bullosa. Unlike the rest of her peers and friends, Cousino is in extreme pain as her skin constantly blisters. Even the slightest touch to the skin can cause a great deal of discomfort to Shardai. And that's why the 26-year-old wraps herself and her burns in bandages and healing ointments. And while living with epidermolysis bullosa is a never-ending battle, Shardai has learned to come out stronger from the fight. Number 7. Michael Jackson, vitiligo. Even if you aren't a big music fan, you definitely know who Michael Jackson was. Nicknamed the King of Pop, Jackson was considered to be one of the most legendary performers in history. From his incredible vocals to his unforgettable moves, there are only a few who could do what Michael did. And while he was known worldwide as an iconic singer, there was another distinguishing feature that set Jackson apart from the rest. Michael was born with a rare pigmentation disorder called vitiligo. This rare condition attacks the pigment cells of the skin, which results in discoloration and patchy spots. Over time, vitiligo can take over larger parts of the body, and that's why Michael Jackson, who is an African-American man, started to look Caucasian as time went on. While his diehard fans couldn't tell what was wrong with the musician, it was soon revealed that Jackson's characteristic skin tone change was because of his rare pigmentation disorder. Number 6. Shirley Alvarez, systematic scleroderma. Imagine being told at 9 years old that your skin would harden and tighten, leaving you unimaginably stiff for the rest of your life. For some, this may seem like a nightmare, but for Shirley Alvarez, this was a reality. Diagnosed with systemic scleroderma, the Queen's native has learned to live with a rare autoimmune disease. After years of accepting her diagnosis, Shirley made major changes to her life that would cope with her ever-hardening skin. From walkers to wheelchairs, the young model doesn't let her stiff skin define her or get in the way of her goals and dreams. She even nicknamed herself Tragic Doll as a way to regain the power she once lost because of systemic scleroderma. Now the New York resident is more comfortable than ever and loves to share her experience with her supportive fans across the globe. Number 5. Mariia Bilenka, cystic acne. Most people are no strangers to the occasional pimples that arise out of nowhere. And while most of us are fortunate enough to say goodbye to those annoyances in just a few days, 23-year-old Mariia Bilenka simply can't. Born in Kiev, Ukraine, the young au pair has struggled with an extreme case of cystic acne ever since she was a little girl. It all started when Mariia turned 13, and after a decade of painful treatments, mean nicknames, and low self-esteem, Bilenka has learned to move past her acne. Now the 23-year-old has a very strong fan following on her social media accounts, and the Ukrainian native isn't afraid to hide her face or her scars anymore. She is proud of the journey she has gone through and wants to inspire others to stay strong and overcome their struggles. Number 4. Karine de Souza, XERODERMA PIGMENTOSUM. For some, having a nice day out in the sunny summer may sound like a dream, but for 29-year-old Karine de Souza, it is a death sentence. Born with XERODERMA PIGMENTOSUM, the Brazilian native faced the risk of melanoma every day. Even the slightest exposure to skin can cause Karine's skin to blister and burn, leaving the 29-year-old in extreme pain. From cruel nicknames to rude stares, Karine has faced it all. And while de Souza had to live most of her life in shame and humiliation, now the 29-year-old has found her Prince Charming and continues to live her life in pure joy and happiness. Number 3. Shadot Hossain, NEUROFIBROMATOSIS. When it comes to rare skin conditions, neurofibromatosis is definitely up there on the list. Known to cause small, round tumors all across the body, this genetic disorder is considered to be the rarest and deadliest. Shadot Hossain is one of those people who has been struggling with his unfortunate diagnosis. The 47-year-old's entire body is covered in bubble-like growths. His neurofibromatosis is so extreme, the father of two can't see on a daily basis. That is why Shadot is now relying on medical experts and trained plastic surgeons to help him remove some of the tumors. And while his removal operations may be extremely painful and expensive, Hossain is optimistic that he will one day be able to see again. Number 2. Sarah Geurts, EHLERS-DANLOS syndrome. Despite her stretchy and loose skin, 29-year-old Sarah Geurts has taken the modeling world by storm. The Minnesota native was born with a rare genetic disorder called EHLERS-DANLOS syndrome. This condition affects the collagen in the skin, which results in extremely loose and saggy skin. While EDS affects other parts of the body, like the heart and the joints, stretchy skin is the condition's signature sign. But if you think stretchy skin phases Sarah, think again. The American model thrives off being different and considers her diagnosis to be a blessing in disguise. Look out Vogue and Harper's Bazaar, because there is a new model ready to grace your magazine covers. Number 1. Winnie Harlow, Vitiligo. Speaking of the modeling industry, we must mention the 26-year-old model who shattered every beauty standard known to man. Just like Michael Jackson, gorgeous model Winnie Harlow was born with a skin pigmentation disorder called vitiligo. The world was first introduced to the vitiligo queen in 2014 when she appeared on season 21 of the reality TV competition show America's Next Top Model. It wasn't long after the show aired that Winnie became one of the most recognizable faces in the world. From magazine covers to international fashion shows and catwalks, Winnie Harlow proved that there isn't a beauty standard she can't break. And with that, we end today's video. Which rare skin condition has shocked you the most? Do you know anyone who has extraordinary skin? Leave us your thoughts down in the comments. Also, make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from Star 5. Thanks for watching. Until next time.